Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the controversial resignation of Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, by exploring the claims of racism and scholarly misconduct. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more thought-provoking content. I'm sure we all remember the congressional hearing on December 5th, where the presidents of Harvard, UPenn, and MIT refused to say that calling for the genocide of Jews was a violation of their campus policies. This outraged many, and demands for the resignation of the three presidents quickly followed. Around the same time, on December 7th, the House announced an investigation into the three universities, with a focus on disciplinary policies and learning environments. 2 days later, the University of Pennsylvania's president, Liz McGill, became the first of the three to step down. Amidst all this outcry, plagiarism allegations against Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, also emerged. Despite this, the board at Harvard still stood by her. As more and more instances of plagiarism emerged, though, including in her 1997 dissertation, the House announced another investigation into the university, and she was forced to resign from her role as president. Of course, she'll still remain on staff with her same $900,000 salary. In her resignation letter, Claudine mentions how distressing it's been to have doubt cast on her commitment to scholarly integrity, insisting that it's fundamental to who she is. That said, there are now claims of over 50 instances of plagiarism in her academic work. A lot of people on the left are somehow trying to say that conservatives are going after her because she's black, but that couldn't be any more ridiculous.
It's an attack on people who are pluralists and believe that you should bring people from all over the world together of diverse backgrounds, and that you actually have more scholarly rigor and more value can be brought by having people from different backgrounds. This is an attack on diversity. This is an attack on multiculturalism and on many of the values that a lot of us hold dear. And in fact, anybody really who is around my age in their 30s who went to any major public university or private university in this country, these are values that are very important.
First off, plagiarism is a serious thing in academia. I personally only have an associate's degree, but even when I was in college, they made a pretty big deal out of it. Every paper I wrote had to be sent through a program that checked for plagiarism, and if there was even a hint of it, it got sent back. Now, obviously, Claudine Gay went to college before software like this existed, but my point is the standard that was upheld even at the community college that I went to. You'd think college would have at least the same standard, if not a much higher one. And second, the main person that Claudine Gay is said to have plagiarized is Dr. Carol Swain, who, if you're not aware, happens to be black. And guess what? She very much has a problem with being plagiarized. So it's really not about her race, but about her lack of qualification. On the other hand, if she's not qualified, and she was only put in her position because of DEI policies, that is racist. DEI policies are discriminatory by nature and should be illegal. Thankfully, it seems Americans are finally waking up to this, and that the DEI agenda is losing ground.
We're learning that the diversity, equity, and inclusion agenda is just a Trojan horse to hire more libs. It has nothing to do with diversity at all. They're just using diversity as cover to discriminate against straight white males, so they can pack institutions with wild-eyed DEI radicals who HR and everybody else isn't allowed to challenge. The CIA has been doing this for years. We'll have more on that later in the show. But why do you think all of a sudden the agency's gunning for Trump, Catholics, and parents, and whose recruitment efforts look like a Miami nightclub? Even the CIA's top corporate allies, Google, Facebook, BlackRock, they're all slashing DEI jobs. Even Disney is saying their content creators are out of control.
Creators lost sight of what their number one objective needed to be. Entertain, and if you can infuse it with positive messages, have a good impact on the world, fantastic. But that should not be the objective.
Apparently, the MIT president, Sally Kornbluth, didn't get the message, though. While the focus shifts to her as the last of the three university presidents to still hold their position, she seems to be trying to get ahead of the criticism by laying out her new steps for 2024, which will be benchmarking and improving student disciplinary processes, a shared understanding of the rights and responsibilities of free expression, making sure DEI programs effectively meet campus needs, and targeted questions in a campus climate survey. Her list seems to echo the focus of the House's investigation, but she just doesn't want to back down from the DEI agenda. She's so caught up in trying to repair damage from the December 5th hearing that she's missed the fact that DEI programs, in being responsible for the appointment of an unqualified anti-Semitic plagiarist as the president of Harvard, caused the problems, at least at Harvard, in the first place, and that these problems may just lead to the biggest scandal in university history, according to Elise Stefanik. If I was Sally Kornbluth, I would leave that part out of my 2024 to-do list. It doesn't make a difference, though. Either way, she needs to be removed from her position like the rest, and it seems like she just may be. Well, that's all I have for you. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay curious and take care.